Been a little while, but I am back with another review. This time we're taking a look at Transformers RID X-Brawn, or as some people may refer to him as, and this is what we will refer to him as in this video, Car Robot Wild Rider, because this actually is the Japanese edition. But from what I've heard, from what I've seen, the Japanese version and the American release are pretty much the same pretty much the same toy. The only real difference is the packaging, but really other than that, they're pretty much the exact same toy. So let's just remember that. Now, obviously, X-Brawn or Wild Rider turns into I can't remember. Okay, so it's apparently a Mercedes ML320. Yeah, I know it's a downright sin for a car fanatic like me to forget the name of a Mercedes Benz, but I always have so much trouble remembering the names to pretty much all the Mercedes cars, because they're just so identical in name. I mean, you got the C class, you got the S class, you got the M class, you got the freaking G class, you got the GL35, I think is what's one of them is called. You got the SLS, you got the Mercedes CLK GTR. Why are they all named like that? I cannot remember the names to those cars to save my life, so please. Actually, pretty much any luxury car is named like that nowadays. Not many luxury cars have actual proper names like Continental and stuff like that. There are very few that are named like that. But anyway, back on topic. So here we have him in his beautiful Mercedes ML320. I think that was the proper name. And yeah, quite a nice little booger, I have to say so. This is one of the, I guess you could say one of the slightly beefier models. It's, yeah, got the foot railing here. You got the guard, the grill guard here, which you can take off if you think it looks kind of ugly. And you can also take off the foot welding here. But yeah, it looks good either way. We'll just leave all these parts off for now, because we'll have to take them off of the transformation anyway, which is a slight drawback to this. One thing I've always loved about pretty much all the robots in this guy's toys is that most of them, nice beautiful rubber tires. But there has been some problem with these rubber tires. Many people have a problem with cracking dry rotted tires, but oddly enough, mine hasn't had that issue. Now, I did actually buy this new in box, but even then you would have thought they would have dry rotted over the years. But amazingly enough, they never have. And I've had this thing for a couple of years now, and its new tires are still perfectly fine, all four of them. Well, but something tells me it's only going to be a matter of time before they actually do. One thing else that I like to point out is that this thing is just a step away from being like a tiny alternator. That's another thing I do like about the Speed Brothers. The Speed Brothers being him, Sideburn, and Prowl. I can't actually remember the Japanese names for those other two characters, so I'll have to look that up here in a minute. But you got the opening doors, which are very nice. Both doors can open. But this one, yeah, when I do that, since I don't have these bits connected to the bottom, he's kind of falling away. It's falling apart on me. But something else that I enjoy even more is the opening hood. Fully chromed opening hood. I love it to death. Great detailing too. You got like the little car battery here on the side. You got all of this guff here on the side. You got two fans. Don't actually know if the real car has two small fans instead of one big one. You got like the coils. It's just the exhaust manifold. That's what I meant to call it. Man, that's like my favorite part. And like I said before, it's freaking chrome. Yeah, God, I really wish the real Mercedes ML32 actually had a or ML320 really had a chromed out engine like that. But really, in all honesty, it's just a simple black and whatever kind of engine. Shall we go to robot mode? I have to say, it's a dang good robot mode. I don't know, there's just something about the robot mode that's just so odd and bizarre, but yet so badass at the same time. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the weird proportions, or maybe it's the colors. I have no idea. But you know, I don't really mind. It's a beautiful robot mode. It comes off very well and actually is very show accurate. And is actually pretty well articulated as well. We'll get to that. But I want to go ahead and get all the features out of the way first, because they're just kind of in the way. Now, the first things first, he's got a little missile launcher here on his right arm. As much as I hate those, it's still there. At least he looks kind of nice. You can use them as, you could use either this piece here or this one as well. But you'll also notice that he's got a his second fist here. Lift up the thumb here, and he can actually hold his weapons. Oh, but I have to admit it does look a little silly. But fortunately, you can remove the front grill cover, which can also still be clipped onto the front grill, and use that instead, and that actually looks a lot better. But again, it does still looks a little silly. Almost looks more like a pizza cutter to me, but whatever. But now on to the more interesting bits, and that is the articulation. Let me just get all the stuff out of the way. I went ahead and took all of his accessories off so we can do it more furtherly without bits falling over the place. Now, as for articulation, it's a little odd, I will admit. His right arm is all fine and good. It's on a ball joint. It can do all the typical stuff, but it's fine and good. It does look a little weird though, because you got the hole here in the front, that way you can put missiles in it. And it's kind of got like a molded fist in it, which, I don't know, it looks a little weird. I don't know. It looks very odd and bizarre. But then you got his other arm, which is a little bit more restricted, considering that basically the whole front end of the car makes up his arm. He is a little limited, although he does have a better elbow. He can bend all the way up. His arms can't really go out. His arm can't really go out that far because it stops right here. He can also rotate here at the elbow. His fist can move about and rotate. But all this is sort of hindered by these door panels. They do kind of get in the way a bit. They are a little obnoxious, and plus, like I've said before, the whole front end of the freaking car makes up his arm. May I also mention that the transformation bit where this bit clips in to the body of the car is absolutely terrifying. I'm always scared I'm gonna break one of the doors off, or just break the toy altogether. In fact, the doors do actually have a tendency to pop off, so be aware that if one of your doors do fall off, don't freak out. It happens. It happens. They're just simply on little pegs and they pop right back on. But now on to the legs, and the legs are actually fairly well done. Yeah, he's a little loose. His legs go forward, back, bend or go out from the body, bend at the knee. Weirdly enough, he can bend backwards at the knee. And you can also do this. So he's got kind of like two knees. His knees are a little weird. Yeah, you could do that. But when you do rotate, I wouldn't really recommend rotating these, because it just, yeah, you got the Mercedes butt back here. One thing I've always found weird about I forgot to point this out in the car mode, is that when in vehicle mode, he's this nice silver color all over the car, but weirdly enough, it fades off into a kind of like a metallic green color. And yeah, he actually does that in the show, but I never did quite understand that. Got all the nice painted detailing on his chest. You got the very nice face with the chrome eyes. So yeah, I mean, overall, a very great figure. I really do enjoy it. I love the tires. I love the chrome. I love the vehicle mode. Unfortunately, this is actually my only Transformers Prime toy, but I do have to say this toy has sold me on the line. I do eventually plan on getting more once money is better. I don't actually have money at the moment, but as soon as I do get the money, I will definitely be doing more reviews of Transformers Prime, or damn it, Transformers Robots in Disguise toys, or car robots. But for now, this is all I have. He's a good toy. Definitely pick him up if you can. Alright, that's it.